Hi there, Zipp here with the day 1 LGS recap. There were some PC problems, there were some server problems, but the guys from LGS managed to finish the day off. And yeah, this is the highlights from day 1. Enjoy, and I will see you in the next one.
Electing to play that Newcastle on Surdell, they're not going to have a Jenny.
Another quick pause gets thrown our way, and the Pioneers going to take a moment and really think about the way they want to handle this push.
These guys probably know better than anybody else in this lobby, I would say, when it comes to rotations. Uh-oh. We might have had another crash. I mean, they got to pause, right?
I don't know.
That's the problem. This is the problem we run into. Why are they not pausing this one? Maybe they don't know, the admins don't know yet?
I have no idea.
There might be maybe another pause here. I'm not too sure. The only problem is I think, yeah. I will say the pause feature's a W, but it's not a great look.
I'll tell you what, it's getting put to work today,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Listen, I don't think the pause feature's bad, but it being used this much is not a great look for the esport. This is not a great look. But we'll see how it goes, man. The W feature, of course, but fuck, man. We shouldn't be having this shit anyway. That's the only problem. I don't know. I wonder if it's the PCs of the game every time. That's like my main concern.
I don't know.
Because if it's the game, that's really bad. If it's the PCs, it's fixable, no? I feel like it's a little bit more easy to fix.
It could be a lot of things.
Yeah, I mean, it could be different for every crash. It could be the game for some people, and it could be the PC for the others. So there's no like there's no like cross the board.
Indefinite answer.
Yeah, indefinite answer. I don't know if that's a word.
There's
it's the game. Well, that's not true because one of the PCs crashed over there on the left side for energy, and that's why they had to change it. But it's not always that. All right, well, I'm pretty sure that suite PC is broken for sure. It's got to be that. Where's energy on the thing? Can we see? Energy top right. No, he's sitting down on his thing. No, he's not.
Gil just said third PC isn't working either. Apparently it's a power problem.
It's a power problem now? There's no way. We got power issues?
Singularity here on the wide swing left side here from Martin.
Let me just say that Singularity's picked up 2 of those KP from E36. It's your PC. Greek's PC just crashed and he thought it was another pause. Pretty soon, are they going to be
All right,
fucked?
we're back in.
Got you.
Imagine they pause for me. Yeah, right.
Why the hell would they do that? I hope to God they never pause for us.
No, never.
I don't want to be blamed for that shit ever in my life. I mean, he's not hitting anything, bro. This is actually going to be so bad. They're hiding behind one
Here
singular
goes
rock.
MDY.
This is
Bang
tough.
ulti going down, cat wall down, and a horizon ult. They're using.
Both our PCs crashed. Get back in, get back in, get back in. Wait, a lot of people crashed. A lot of people crashed. I'm literally hearing everyone. Is the server? Oh. They gotta pause, bro. Literally, some people are in and some people are not. They have to pause the game.
What are we doing here? KCP just died.
Oh, no, this is a code red. They gotta restart the game. This can't count. This can't count. They have to restart. This can't count.
No, they have to, right?
They're restarting, for sure. They're gonna restart. If I am Oxygen, I am beyond mad.
There's definitely going to be some happy campers and some very, very unhappy campers.
If I am Oxygen, I am definitely not a happy camper by any means of the word, bro. Yeah, I mean, this is where I think, like...
Surely there's got to be a restart.
They're gonna. They're not even showing it on the mainstream. There's gonna be a restart, chat. So, I will say, this might be the most crashes we've ever had in a LAN.
This is tough.
We've had a lot of crashes today, bro. We have had so many crashes today. Like, a lot of crashes. Yeah, I don't know, bro. First day so far, my number one thoughts is just that we have had crashes before, maybe like once or twice a day. Some of these games, bro, we're having 1 or 2 every game.
Here's my thing, is, it's definitely an issue, but I think it's more of an issue if we're doing this on Match Point Sunday. So I'd rather get them the hell out of the way in the group stages, where teams at least have, like, way more opportunity to make up for, like, a bad game or unlucky RNG or something. But, like, if that happens on match point day, that's, like, unacceptable.
No, if they happen match point day, it's just going to be GG's. It's definitely still not a great look, and we don't want that to happen regardless. But, yeah, I would agree. It's definitely tough, bro. I will say, though, a 14-hour day is pretty crazy for players. You're asking a lot out of players here just to come back tomorrow and play again. 14-hour day is a lot. A lot. Like, these players are probably exhausted, to be honest. Actually exhausted.
Sure, they have the advantage when it comes to the positioning here, but will that be enough? Not when you've got a Horizon Q coming for you.
Nice aggressive approach here from Riddle. Disguising, trying to isolate Lou as he's the first to get taken out. Disguise have to look to their back, though. One member still from Riddle on the high ground. Nice split position here from Riddle. Order, Disguise, the first team eliminated from this lobby.
Honestly, if you're 3-tapping and they're like 151, okay.
All right, let's not waste any time. TSM is already in trouble to be your second team to go out. That was incredibly quick.
What Exit could not and removed Starter Fight from that position.
Amazing comeback there from the opportunity of being able to restabilize for Realize and taking the best spot with these wingman shots. The wing bro coming in clutch for Reeds. The re-knock comes in, Vayne goes out. Aiden gonna be able to get the shield swap in as well. Reeds is playing out of his mind.
Dreamfire playing around this fence here. Oh, they've got to get rid of that black hole before it spells the end of them, but I think Realize have pushed them into too disadvantageous a position.
Dreamfire out. We got 4 squads left. Aurora still alive somehow. The Cedarfon's Fnatic as well. That last member, Uchaku the Rat, gone. Now we have Fnatic as a full 3-man team and the high ground. Take game number 1 here. It's the best you could do when you literally loot like 1 crate and then immediately go try to take the high ground. Oh, he bumped his head on the top of the roof. Having to be careful with that gravity lift. They weren't going to go, but Yu-Gi-Oh! With the Sentinel shot, knocking Lou first, right through the cracks of the window it looks.
Yeah, look, he's got it charged up here. The charge does run out. He's got to get it, but he's got the wingman. Not a bad weapon to be having if you're going into these initial fights. Good shots coming out. The hip fire there from the G7 is enough from Mia K, and DSG go down again.
While we wait and we take a look at so many of these teams, let's jump into a listen-in from TSM presented by WD Black.
You can just start so many drugs. Listen,
He's alive still right now in comparison to the pace that we had from game number 1. But the stick on the Artstar, he tries to get away. He puts down the smoke, but it was a double Artstar also at his feet. This is the engagement from Exet. Amazing opening from Sykes. Gets the second knock. Only 1 member left for MDY White as we say goodbye. They did push slightly just to engage on that fight, talking about Exet here and taking a good amount of pressure while Riddle Order wants to pinch their backs against the side of that circle.
Oh my god,
Exit! He's literally both of them. Exit are going crazy with the damage output. Riddle Order! They try to take a fight that they just could not finish. You had another player trying to take a different position. Under Thieves still in this spot right now. You have 4 squads left. Started by Ascend, we're able to restabilize. How long did you see a Kraber shot in the feed? Gonna be able to take out Onmook here. Start a fight. Are out from this fight. 100 Thieves, only Backstone left. Can he go for shield up in that black market? Does it look? Oh, he goes at the very end. 3 squads left as Ascend come out.
And Dreamfire, they don't wait. Ascend as they're going to take that off. 100 Thieves, Dreamfire are going to make their move now. While the iron is hot, they will strike. Backing off a little bit though. Oh, interesting decision. Oh, if that thermite hits, we've got a crypto EMP coming out as well. Now all of a sudden, a Dreamfire on the back foot. No, look to overextend. So does Kashira, and Dreamfire with game 2.
balloon, northeast. Yo, ride it. They may come. I'm gonna watch.
Watson fence tunnel.
Going up. Going to us.
I'm gonna peek in a second.
Hold on. Wait, let them in. Peek now. Gray armor!
Unfortunately, getting out of the comms real quick here while they engage on this fight right now. Nocturnal playing from the high ground, gets the beam into the flatline. I love the follow-up with the nade. I know those comms are going crazy as they dive down from the high ground. They wipe out Fnatic.
He's 87% on the mother load as well. If Reps and TSM can wait for this, that could be the decider. That could set them up to win this, but will they get the time?
It's a present for Fusey here, as he's going to be able to take the height. That one rep from Aurora has been called out. Realize picking that up. They have 10 KP in total. There's that mother load being called in. Look at all the space. Tries to jump right through the evac tower. Realize still able to restabilize, but nobly here. Karumpe with a bow check on the other hand. The car on the other side. TSM looks so healthy. Fu-Man squad wrestles it on that shield. Blazer on the knockdown. And TSM take game number 3, our final game on World's Edge.
Hey everyone, I'm Hotsick, coach of the Exit Apex team. I think we have one of the funniest teams in the entire league. But today in particular, we're going to be testing just how funny fun is. He will be delivering one-liners to Nocturnal and Sykes, and the caveat here is Nocturnal and Sykes have mouths full of water, and whichever one laughs and spits water at the other one is the one that loses. Let's get into it.
All right, Doc, Sykes, let's get some water in their mouths and start telling these jokes. And we're done, oh my God.
All right, lock, bro, lock. I'm literally soaking wet.
Dude. Hotsick once told me to embrace my mistakes in the game.
He didn't get to the punchline.
I didn't even say the punchline. What is the only thing that will shock Watson? Sykes making a smart play. Hotsick is so old. He still remembers when emojis were called hieroglyphics.
What the heck, man?
I told you. The mountains on World's Edge aren't just funny, they are hilarious. Dude, he's about to. After I retire, I might become a garbage man. Teaming with you guys has given me enough experience with trash.
You gotta get knocked once, man.
Dude, I don't think we can get it.
I don't think I've ever seen him laugh, actually.
Crafting in the center of it, but let's go check in with Riddle, Order, and Disguise. Now, mind you, Disguised went down 2-0 and then walked away on the 3rd map of World's Edge. So with 4 points coming into this, this is a critical contest for them. And with a knock on to Mia K. Doom coming in with the vault, and Riddle Order has fallen. Disguised win their first contest. Dark Veil, incoming Missile Swarm, and Obley on your screen, utilizing the piercing spikes to kind of stave off that area. But with one already down, we just need to stave off the rest.
Now, Realize is a squad that I'm definitely going to keep my eyes on, not only because they had such a strong performance coming out of World's Edge, but this is the map where they typically get the majority of their points on as well. So if they can continue that for them, it'll be huge. Realize going out. Did I just curse that?
You might have. That was the cast aggressive I've ever heard one. And now
we
got an oob. We got an oob. Start a fight. Esports dropping immediately down onto LCDF, trying to notch through the piercing spikes. It doesn't matter. They were prepping for maybe a Horizon grab lift approach, but not necessarily an oob. Aimbot going down, and Luskin taking heavy damage, but Jinx has fallen. Sleep is likely going to have to clutch this.
That was a rough call for Starter Fight to make. I mean, they had to go in at some point. They knew there was a team below them. Lasik de France was there, and they'd been holding that position for a while. They're now down to 1, though. They go out. Much longer. And Dreamfire, we talked about it, perfectly positioned the whole time. Go up in the sky to deal that damage, Tiff.
Yo, but 3MC just hit the nastiest arc star of their entire life, taking 2 members of Fnatic down. That's going to keep them occupied. And with TSM in the middle as Aurora goes out, this is where everything comes down. Roy back up, and Adam Fnatic is out. We have TSM, we have Go Next, and we have Dreamfire.
This was played beautifully by both Dreamfire and TSM. Go Next had to battle tooth and nail to get here. Dreamfire in the fight, down to 2. This is going to be a rough fight for them. Roy trying to hold on. They're not going to be able to do it. TSM just have to wait this one out, Tim.
Yeah, but they threw up the wall to hide themselves and let those 2 fight. Now thumbing over on the grab lift. Hal is going crazy. Hal is showing why he has shown up to that with back back-to-back wins. The champ. Looks like we're gonna have a stalemate between Disguised and Riddle Order as Disguised takes a bunch of the loot from Launchpad, hits the rotation out, but not before we run it back for Go Next and 100 Thieves. And Onmu going to fall, and Vaxlon with the EVA 8 trying to get something sneaky through the window there, and he's gonna get flanked from behind. This is quite a tough position to be in. Gibby Bubble is forced down, but time will tell. Bambino able to stay alive even with 1 HP of health, and now this allows them to push together. Onmu down, Vaxlon can't scurry on the Gibby, clutch it up. We're breaking out the Bloodhound axe. One of the
Sentinel's able to hold this fight. Meanwhile, we talked about TSM Fnatic, both of them taking to the skies to rotate away from whatever is going on down here on the ground. Sentinels holding off a little bit here. Koiful getting some kills in the kill feed. And this could be huge for Sentinel. Meanwhile, all of this is happening on the map as well. You see how many fights are about to break out.
We got 2 Dark Veils, 2 Grab Flips, essentially mirroring each other, trying to take to that high ground. You know how came down from the heavens, but it didn't work out this time, and TSM is eliminated at the hands of PETA. Dreamfire, third partying at the most perfect time, looking to clean this up as they set their sights onto Sentinels, and they're done and dusted. Fnatic is down. Can we get some hype for Roy?
This is why we were saying it was going to be down to Dreamfire and LG to kind of make that first move. DSG able to hold off, stay behind this Dark Veil. Measle at 1, trying to survive right now for LG. Dreamfire in a phenomenal position. Everybody dressed in red, waiting for the Veil to drop, taking out LG, and now just DSG is left.
There's something nice about seeing that new kill leader pop up as he finds a knock onto Lou, setting their sights onto the rest of Disguised in a 3v2 situation. 3MZ looking to go big. Yeah, he's gonna fall, but Roy and Pita's trying to make this happen. Dupes down, Dupes fold. Dreamfire are your winners of match number 5.
But it looks like, as far as the contest go next pull off. Riddle Order actually in a very rough spot though, with DSG still having this battle happen. DSG down to 2, Riddle Order down to 1, and this is going to be a rough start if Riddle Order go out.
I'm pretty sure I just heard a dupe in the crowd.
The squad alive gets some more points on the board. Did just that. We do see a solo in Go Next as well, who's gonna try to be hiding while TSM continue pushing their way through any single squad that's been in front of them. Now on Ascend, wanting to clear this out as well, because then they'll have that entire area of the zone to themselves. They do just that. TSM looks phenomenal right now.
Hey, look, we're in their land, we're in the wall, but LG Chivas, they're gonna make a play and try to take out TSM. Still fresh off that Ascend fight. Niazel finds Rep, Biggie's down, and TSM eliminated.
Manages to rotate away still with Ju, leaving LG on that side. Start a fight, dropping down to make the push onto LG as the zone continues to shrink here down to 2. But they are able to do some decent damage, trying to escape and see if they can maybe survive long enough while everybody else below dukes it out. E6 go down, LG go down, start a fight, drop down to clear out the rest of this match. It's a battle of wills, down to 1 and start a fight. Clutch out match number 6.
Look,
very good flight path for Moist Esports, who we always talk about historically liking to rotate quickly. Well, they're going to be able to rotate pretty much quicker than anyone. But there is going to be a contest going down here. It's going to be Let's de France who are going to be involved in this one. You can already see a little bit of a poke, a little bit of a prod going down. And actually, excuse me, this is going to be the, looks like maybe not the right team overlays. This is going to be kicking the dojo. So we'll have to see how this one plays out. And early on, it's going to be the first not going for the dojo, make it 2. And it looks like this might be a dojo home ground. Be forced to pop a shield battery here, but it's a little bit of a messy fight here. Nobody seems to have the advantage.
Yeah, these are 2 teams who also had early fights with contests, so they're both going to be warmed up, they're both going to be ready. Dogma gets the first onto enemy, and Gambale Artisan have the lead now. And it's whether we can see any sort of reset here from Dojo, because this Phoenix and Medkit is going to be massive for Geo, because they can have such a health advantage going into this fight.
Timmy's going to try and stick the res here. Designful's playing the hype, but look at that angle being taken by Jusna there. He's trying to do what he can to cause problems. Enemy still down, but Designful does get 1. So the dojo now back into this, and Gambare Artisan eliminated. And of course, 36 know that they need to leave this tunnel. And they're using a lot of utility to try and do so. The longer this goes on, the more noise it is, the more likely the Dark Zero will come under pressure from multiple teams, and that's exactly what is happening. Now they're going to be forced to take this fight, and Dark Zero say, okay, we'll take the fight.
I'm so impressed with what Zainu's done here, by the way. He was on no shields for so long, but he did push in, but Dark Zero, they get wiped.
Elsewhere, Onyx Esports, Tom Young Kung, they're having a fight themselves. Onyx only have a little bit of room to play with here, and I tell you what, if this fight goes down, NRG are in a position to third.
NRG do have a chance. Onyx will try and take the fight versus Tom Young Kung and get a lot of damage, but Onyx are not able to do so. They're still a 4-3 here, TYK, and now NRG are going to be a 2 versus 3.
2 versus 3 here. Tom Young Kung might be able to close this out. What a performance it would be for this trio if they can get a win in their first game here on the main stage, but it's a 2v2 now because Gildersons has just ripped someone apart.
He's ripped 2 of them apart, and now it's a 2 versus 1.
Gildersons might get them all. Gild! A one-man army. Early drops.
And it'll be Kick versus Dojo again at Lava Siphon. Remember that Dojo got the better of them in the early stages, even though Kick were able to escape. They did eventually get eliminated in 20th position. It's not going to be a fun tournament for Kick if they keep losing these contests, because TSM are the other team that will be contesting them in other groups, but Dojo have already got the upper hand.
They certainly do indeed. Designful feeling all kinds of confidence. There's a second one for him as well, and I tell you what, Designful, he might be taking all 3 down. It's 3 in a row for Designful. Kicking
Alliance are just going to try
cook.
If they can get damage.
Oh, this is going to cook.
I tell you what.
90 bomb. Where's the second one though? Does he get the damage? There's a couple of Hackis, but look at the movement from Hackis. Forget about your Hackis, but now he's getting challenged on the high ground. Nathan goes down. Hackis.
And slowly creep their way in. A fantastic rotation, but here comes potentially a fight.
Pulverex versus Dark Zero. Zero's going to find that out very, very quickly. Oh, the knuckle cluster does go in. It connects with a little bit, but the Arcstar's going to do even more. Jen Burn now moving in, looking to finish it off, and Pulverex gets swept aside.
Yeah, we're going to slide forward. The team's on our left.
Okay, I'm down.
Slide on me now.
Yeah. Doing it. 108.
Chris on me. 70.
150. 150. Gonna swing.
My kids chill a little bit. Chill. Bring back Joan. IMP.
We're gonna swing up.
They're gonna swing. Chill.
Yep.
They're fighting each other. I'm taking them all. They're right there. Okay. I'm picking Jen.
Above. Armor's off. Grabbing.
Take fight. Oh, fuck. No, bro. You win this. On me.
Get them out. No. Fuck. Nice try, Jen. Good fucking try.
Close, but not quite close enough. Dark Zero come in second because it's Jailings who take home the win. But now not so confident. They lose the first, and that's going to be now a 2v3 situation. Kick get the advantage.
So can Kick make this count and finally get a little bit of revenge here going into game number 3 and maybe get something going, because if they are able to win this engagement, this is going to be their first chance at actually getting some points on the board. And if you can find yourself into the top 5 after getting a win, hold up a minute. What's going on here? Dark Zero having a little peek towards Lava Siphon, but doesn't look like they hear enough commotion to get engaged just yet.
They'll be back.
Oh, gunshots.
Designful trying to hold this position. Oh, there's some nice shots coming in from Designful with that wingman to make things a bit interesting. Designful got them all last time, can't do it this time. It's
Timmy.
all up to Timmy. Timmy puts them to sleep. Alliance coexisting with them, and this is exactly the place I was talking about. Sweet recognizing he believes this is where the end zone is going to be. You control this house, you almost guarantee yourself top 5.
These Arcstars could be important for NRG, but Nathan's gone down. And now NRG is a 2, but they've done this before. Sweet and Gildersons, they may be able to get the res as well. Alliance, I don't think we'll be able to push up on this one just yet.
I think they're interested though, Alliance. They see that not coming in. They know that they can clear the building. Question is, can they find the bodies? Can they get the kills? All of a sudden, shots coming in from elsewhere. And Alliance might make a little bit of a mess of this, but no, they hold strong. Alliance will take NRG down. It was a brave play from Alliance.
So your next rock that you can hide behind is Complexity are going to be making their move, and this is going to be a rough landing potentially, because there are a few teams at Countdown, Jailings being one of them.
Oh, you got to hope that they haven't got something that can clear you out from this low ground as well, because Monsoon and Luda both got to pop bats, and you can just see the shots flying in, and Cody's trying to do what he can, but look at the frag grenades, they're all there. Knuckle Cluster in as well, and Jailings say it's time for us to fly, and Complexity, as they fly, Complexity will fall.
Easy as that, 15 squads now remaining.
And FC Destroy wiped. They should be able to get the shield swaps pretty comfortably as well. We'll be pretty safe at this point. Hack is trying to take center zone as well, but Hack is going to have to watch his back here. because there was a player behind him. Mandy does get the kill, though.
Alliance got involved in this fight very early indeed, but they are still alive. As I say that, Yuki goes down. It's Alliance versus FaZe, but it's just one last player remaining. It's a 2 versus 1. It's easily cleaned up. The plushie is mine, and Alliance will take the game and show that they can still get it done, even with the new player coming in and a substitute playing for them. But it's the same old boys. Mandy once again.
These keeper shots, they get me excited, especially when you're hitting for 90. I'm hitting for 9s more often than not, but it looks like it's working on Pulverex's favor. Getting a quick thirst, a shield swap, and now perhaps the end of North Option is just like up here, but Pulverex gets surgically taken down by that wingman. It is an instrument of precision. Zero's still struggling to find a way in. Finally gets a break on the fence, but there's still no opening damage. Catalyst Wall comes up to give Dark Zero the opportunity to push in a little bit further, but this is being masterfully controlled right now by J-Links.
Zero's acting like the big bad wolf trying to infiltrate. You can see J-Links is forced to relocate. Nag's going to fall. Zero finds noises as well, and J-Links just gets annihilated. Textbook work. Jen even waves to the camera. And just like that, Alliance are down to NRG, but it's going to be North Option coming for the cleanup.
The masters of edge play in Split 2 playoffs, and now we'll see what happens. And we may have hit a quick pause here with NRG recently having been taken out.
We got Timmy, Enemy, and Designful. Designful taking a little bit of the high ground route to do some scouting, but no, it's because he's got the Senji. Charge it up, and that thing will go crazy. We just need an opening shot on to Moist. We were talking about them, some powerhouse team that had a couple bit of a roster swap, but the nades! Fuzzy going down to an Arc Star, and I didn't even realize that was done and dusted within 5 seconds. They chose violence indeed. With Monsoon down, at least you get a little bit more cover there with the knockdown, but Snipe goes flying, and Snipe is 1 HP, and Jen Burton making the move on to Frex.
Another pause as we are in the final zone. This one's going to decide it all, but we should be back into the game, so let's bring it up. This is, as we said, our final circle. Dark Zero still facing off against FaZe's Complexity have gone down, so have FaZe, leaving just Blackhand and Singularity in the way of Dark Zero.
All right, well, DZ, they took the power position from J-Links early on. They knew they had to rotate, and they are fighting forward. Jen Burton going off, but Trade is going to come out, and the black hole completely sucks them in, and Singularity clean it up.
Let's go Singularity, able to pick up the win. We talked about
on Surdell, they're not going to have a Jenny.
Another quick pause gets thrown our way, and the Pioneers from the Bangalore Ultimate. However, Zero gets tagged by it. Tanks a little bit of zone damage as well, and is in a bit of a risky spot. Not a whole lot of cover until you get closer to the grab cannon. Not quite safe enough, not quite quick enough. We'll see if this gets sniffed out by Alliance, because Mandy is going on the scout.
Well, you call out the Kraber, they're the first that needs to go down, and Mandy, the super sub, going big. But it's going to be Pioneers pushing in. Pulverex hasn't even moved yet. Phony is down. FaZe is eliminated. Now it's Pioneers versus Pulverex, who have left and are making the push with a dark veil. That's right, from the contest, they've got Fuse in that legend composition, and if you're breaking out the knuckle clusters, the mother load, what does Nasky have to say about this?
It's just Nasky right now. Everyone else is trapped inside the mother load. So he's gonna hold it down as the fire burns. Does get a nice cheeky angle on this fence. No knock yet, but this damage that Nasky is putting in is saving Pioneers' game. They get seen on the other side. Pioneers go on the aggressive push. This should be their game, and in the midst of all the smoke, Pioneers have got the edge to make it happen, but Pulverex claw the game back.
Look, maybe Pulverex just needs more Fuse. We need more Fuse. Congrats. Wow, so now we got a little bit of a 3v2 situation, and Rocky on the G7 scout, making it work. So let's see, with 21 bullets at a dream and some high ground, not looking too bad here. Crusader running that original loadout of the wingman PK. This should be all for Onyx.
Honestly, it's how you know you're a good player. Pick up a wingman PK and go for it. Onyx take a nice wide swing, 3 versus 2.
Now, focusing on healing up, prioritizing the positioning. They're already sitting at 8 eliminations. They're looking for double digits.
NRG took a lot of damage off of this rotation through zone. They have no cover, and now they have no catalyst to block line of sight either. They have no choice but to push forward. Nathan gonna run in, grab a quick shield swap, see what kind of magic he can work, but he's being pried from behind behind, and Sweet's got to play cover, jumping up on top. He's got an incredible car, but he doesn't quite find the knock. With IBG coming in for the third party, NRG will go down. We're into the top 2 squads. It's IBG versus a solo from Black Hand, and the fry from IBG is just a little too good. The 6th game goes to Iron Blood Gaming.
I mean, look, I respect it. I respect the grind. If you can't fight you in the game, I guess they can try to fight in real life, but you got to bring it first in the game here as we finally get started. TSM lose out on How off the rip, but this is Reps and Verls on the other side with Reps being on the fuse. No changes here. Kick maybe seeing some signs of life for the first time.
All right, well, they do get still easy down here.
Oh, but it's Verls with the PK.
All right, so I mean, it is, I don't know. Vanglory also here, he's been working out in the gym. Has he been working on his PK shots?
Oh my!
They've done it!
Oh, don't worry. Not only just that, you also saw the mistake on the black hole. You heard the oh no going in through the comms. It happens to, you know, it happens to sometimes. That's the experience, and it was an unfortunate mistake because they wanted to dive in that fight. Now IBG coming off of their win in game number 6 in Group C and D, trying to ride that momentum right now, but Zicky looks like they're in some trouble. The headlock shots are gonna do it in, but Niku!
Surely not. Disguise rolling up now, are not able to make use of that res, and now Nuku just has to try and hold out behind these knockdown shields. Can't do it at all. Let's get a dupe in the crowd.
Two on top of it. Verls has already landed on top of a blue Evo, and we are going right back to the fight that we had seen already in the beginning from our last game.
All right. So as we saw with some of our earlier contests, high ground isn't necessarily everything, but a PK off drop is pretty good, and Kick are gone already.
I blinked and I missed it. It was a speed run right there, TSM.
Looking at this map before and being like, oh, maybe, you know, maybe they can split it, go Fragment, Monument, but no, Monument, it must be. MD White will not let it go. Okay, so TSM, they've switched up the game plan. Now they're holding hands, looking to roll over these other teams one by one, as a unit, as a team. On it go down. KCP and Blackhand now left. We've got the 3v3.
TSM versus Blackhand as your last 2 squads for game number 2, taking to the skies on the gravity lift. How takes on top of the rock, finds the beam again on the R9. Look at his ammo though. He's got only 4 bullets in the reserve here. Drops down. Maybe he can try to access that box, but it looks like with just the 30-30, this is all he can work with. Reps incredibly low, gets knocked. How gets a trade at TSM with the 30-30 and a dream are able to dance around the gravity lift, 5 meters to the skies, and are able to take game number 2.
Right, but we'll go back and see if TSM can mop this up as quickly as they did the second time.
Let's do it again. TSM versus Kick right now. And Hal's already picked up the PK. Ooh. 1-2, Scooby-Doo offered to the other side. It's that gravity lift though. And he heard him coming in. Where are you go? Where is he hopping to?
Okay, now it's all up to Verhulst. How many of the others are still up from Kick? It's 2 and they're gonna drop. They get it on him. Oh, not this time.
Look at his smile. Look at his smirk. Kick said, don't worry. We got it once.
As we go back and see that Jailings have also turned the tides and taken out MD White. You do traverse from north to the south of this map as these teams are trying to traverse the catwalls here. Senox just gets yeeted by that nade.
Oh, couldn't even use the Horizon black hole here too. Ooh. Pushes his way around the corner of the Veil. Is it going to be enough there too as Dupe comes out and tries to rotate around that? His Kick eliminated in 18th. NRG clean up on aisle 4 to try to find that last straggler as they chase him down.
Yeah, as one curtain falls, another is drawn, and NRG trying to be the beneficiaries of that, and they will be. Disguise go down. Moist pull back now, and they've got to worry about Aurora and NRG.
Oh, but while the fighting's happening over on the right side by No Name, realize, take advantage, and clean up the team that's leaving Fragment. This is the team that was close to Optic Gaming on the south side of the circle. Now they have free reign of the entire west side of the circle on Moist by Aurora. The third party's gonna come in from Realize.
And it's been so clean here. Waltzy needs to get the armor swap. Will he get it off? Actually, he's going for the bat instead, but the gravity lift comes up. Have they reset in time? Do they have enough left in the tank? Moist, it's all up to Waltzy. A couple of bullets left. He pulls
weapon drops obviously so important when you are contesting, and you see at the moment that one team's a little bit more split than the other. Onyx looking to push in here, and there's a car on the floor, and there is that first knock, and it's going to go in the favor here of Onyx.
Yeah, that's 2 now for Onyx, and it is kicked down to just the one remaining player. Maybe it was going to be a change of fortunes for them after finally winning the contest against TSM in their 3rd match on World's Edge, but it looks like things are not much prettier on Storm Point, and unfortunately Kick's woeful day will continue. Very
tough. Back to his feet, so not too much of a problem for them. As I say that though, all of a sudden the problem rears its ugly head once more. Shady now going in himself for Onyx Esports, but doesn't get that knock, but so much damage being done. The question is, can they finish this off here? Flesh damage coming in, surely this is going to be a clean wipe. Yes, it is. SC Destroy will fall, and it's Onyx Esports who take the victim. Points for Fnatic though, much better from them. MDYY win that fight, and now will control one part of the zone. The only problem is, it's Mingyu who's left on his own in this situation. Will be able to drop down to the bottom of this waterfall and will be able to survive, but for how long? That's the question, because here comes Sentinels, free KP for them. Wow, there is that Bangalore ult I was talking about, but it's not going to cover enough ground, but maybe that Dark Veil is going to allow them to escape here, Blackhand. They might be able to just peek out of that door and get out, but look at Sentinels. They're in a perfect position up on that height, and they control the door as well. A great play from RKN on cap.
Not sure Blackhand moved quick enough there. They had a moment of opportunity where they could have dashed out, but they did not take it, and now they are still stuck in this building. Sure, Dark Veil's there, but there's absolute coverage from up above. This is not looking good for Blackhand as they now burst out.
Have to send it, have to leave. Strafing Flame is going to stay alive here, and somehow they've escaped for now. All of a sudden, though, the black hole comes in, and that is a problem. They are trapped, and Sentinels just have to clean up what they started to finish this game. Sentinels will be your champions here on Storm Point.
Unfortunately, find themselves in this set in 20th position, only 6 points.
Look at this cheeky little angle, though. Stow with the RE45, good damage coming in from him as well, but almost unpushable, this setup that you have indoors as well. You can see that it looks like they've solidified both of those doors, they've reinforced those. So Kick, if they want to push, they're going to have to push into 3. The evade's pretty good, though.
Oh, wow, the full send, all damage. 3 players. A couple of melees being swung, but I think the damage was already done by Kick, and it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade.
1-for-1 for now. Can't quite connect their style with that RE45, and the last player is scarpering away here.
Unfortunately for Onyx, it looks like this contest is not going to go their way, so hats off to Kick.
You can also see that Fnatic have been eliminated in the meantime, so Optic have a chance to get the res. They get the res, they're back to a 3. It's a 3v3v3, and J-Links, well, they're about to swing onto Pioneers.
J-Links make the move, and they get the first knock as well. Dallin Naski will back off, and this is the advantage of having a Newcastle.
Back, baby.
It is tag him back, steal him in, and get him back on his feet.
Optic take the high ground. Black Hole goes in as well. There's a couple of nades. There's going to be big damage, you would imagine. And Optic are going to send this. Not gets that knocked. A second comes in. Skill Cakes now having to play around the player who's remaining on that knockdown shield. Pioneers still have one alive, though. Playing behind that knockdown shield. It looks like he's not going to be alive for much longer. Big swing coming in.
Above them is J-Lings. They've got the gen down. They've got everything they could want to stay alive and avoid the rolling thunder, so they will keep the high ground and won't be forced off.
Optic managed to escape for now. Gonna smoke them off from height. Catwall goes down as well, so they're able to escape to center zone right now, and this could be really big. J-Link's just down to a 2. Noises have fallen. So now it's a case of 2v3. Optic, you get the feeling they're gonna be favorites. Skittle Cakes is looking for the clips. And Optic Gaming close out the penultimate game of the day here on Storm Point with that dub.
Yeah, it was frustratingly for them, they were not able to win as much engagements as they would like today, so they make a little old journey over towards the middle, and it's going to be the Pioneers that they take on this time.
Well, let's see how this one goes. A little bit of a change of location. Let's see if it's a change of result for them. Certainly going to catch them off guard here, but you can see the Kick now have one remaining player. So Dell holding the high ground with that alternator. He's only got 18 bullets to work with, but the good news for him is he's got 2 teammates. They're going to kick this door down. I think they want to finish this off and maybe teach the player on the other side and the team on the other side a lesson. Kick eliminated.
And it's been a tough day. Sweet was not able to get the knock, but is it out of the frying pan and into the fire here? Because it seems like there is plenty of action going on, and I'm going to assume we've had a little bit of a pause here, but we'll get right back into the action as soon as we can.
Welcome back, everybody, once again, and just to give you an update as we join the main stage once again on what the situation is, we're going to have a full reset on game number 6, which is good news for the people who are here because it means you get some more Apex.
It's good news for Kick, I'll say that. They were the only team, I think, to be eliminated. Maybe there was another that I didn't catch, but Are we going to see the contest? Where are Kick going to go is my question. Kick are going mill, so Pioneers, they get the chance to fight again, and surely not. Surely now we're not going to see Kick turn this one around in their favor, but they've lost 2 already, and the Pioneers get their KP.
Runs up in the air. Didn't have the opportunity to throw the ultimate in though. But here comes the fight. Ironblood Gaming, they get that first knock, and it's not an Impulse who does go down, so Aurora now in a 2v3. Zacko looking to clean up his damage, can't quite do so. And Ironblood Gaming look like they'll be able to wipe this one pretty much for free. Aurora down, Ironblood. Oxygen do them a favor here and allow them to lead.
I mean, Oxygen and TSM are going to poke and prod at one another, but then Optic have to get involved shortly, and that's why both teams, TSM and Oxygen, are reluctant to take a straight 3v3. They are saying, where is this building team? Now here they come. Dark Veil goes down. Here arrives Optic.
Optic are going to take on TSM as well. Dark Veils everywhere, piercing spikes everywhere. And Optic decide that maybe we're just going to wait for a few seconds, but Skittle Cakes, the electrician, is up on the lighting.
Does get sent on though. All of TSM see him up there and immediately rip him off.
The barrage does work though. You can see the Oxygen are taking damage. Verhost goes down. TSM, they will be eliminated, but knocked and dropped in position to maybe win this one. It's a 1v1. Optic will win it. And Optic Gaming with that performance will top